April 1st. Okay.
Welcome to Laugh Out Lore, Realms of Altaroth. Quick update: we are actually going to be doing weekly sessions until Kevo has to leave us. Unfortunately, he has some priorities that are not us, and we are saddened by it. We should be first priority always, but alas, you know.
Still us first. I don't know.
Thursday, we're actually making up for Eldruma for Thanksgiving because we weren't able to play for Thanksgiving. So I'll be playing. This Thursday, we'll be playing Eldruma as well, and then back on Monday, we'll be doing Realms of Altaroth, and then that Thursday again because it's normally scheduled. Will be because we're going to have 4 sessions in 2 weeks, which would be I'm going to, which is super awesome. Our website's back up, laughoutlower.com. I don't know what happened, but it's back up. So if you guys want merchandise, you can order it there. I'm looking at actually adding some dice in, some custom dice, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's all I had. So last we left off with you guys were flushed down a toilet with chests filled with water, coming up onto almost like slate rock, and finding yourselves almost surrounded by monsters you've never seen before. Running through a tunnel, you guys find yourself against almost a forest wall of mushrooms, moss, and other kind of fungi. And behind you was chasing a blackness. You're not even sure what's in it. No matter what you put through it, it seemed to pass through and out the other side, whilst in the middle of it, it would not shine. It would not light up. Then Jason decided to shoot an Eldritch Blast at the darkness as we ended the session, and we are starting off with initiative. So, go ahead and roll initiative.
We're starting off where everybody has to roll new characters.
Yeah, pretty much. We do not have Crystal or Mia tonight, so we're just going to let them die and see what happens.
Oh, Jesus.
Did I say that out loud?
You said the quiet part out loud.
Inside voice, Brandon. All right. I think all we're missing is you, Torrent.
Me?
You need to roll.
You.
Oh, sorry. It just popped up. Okay.
Here we go.
18.
Ooh, nice. All right. I did mark Freya and Ara as 0, just so I know they're out of the loop. All right. The Eldritch Blast goes through, and all of a sudden, the blackness separates into 3 separate spots. Out of the middle steps a dark-skinned elf. Daggers at their sides, and he bows to you.
Oh, we about to get our ass kicked.
He smiles and he says, "Would you come with us, please?"
I'm going to bow back.
You know, honestly, I do not see a reason to fight this. They have experience. The options are go with them or die. Honestly, I vote go with them.
I don't bow. I just cut my fist, I guess is what it is. Cut my fist and just let Shiny Torrent deal with it for now.
All right. He is going to stand waiting, not making a move, while the one on the left steps out of the shadow.
Ah, fuck, there's multiple ones.
Identical to the one in the middle. And he bows and awaits your movement.
I bow again.
You curtsy.
It's gonna be like the Japanese stereotypical thing, like Saturday Night Live, when they just keep
Exactly.
going.
Exactly. It is your turn
okay.
now, Shiny.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be like, do you mean us harm?
They just stare at you.
Oh, that's not good.
Are you gonna take one for the team and just go?
It's all of us, you dickhead.
But
And
you're
I wasn't-
first.
You're gonna be the closest. You got the fists. You gotta be closest.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to y'all and be like, yes. Who votes to go?
I shrug.
I do. Like
I
I
said-
said, I feel like either A, they're gonna kill us, or B, we go with them.
And then they kill us.
And then now or later being killed, guys.
Okay, I'll be like, do you know a way out of here?
They just nod.
Oh. Well, fuck, guys. Okay. I'm gonna be like, sure, let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
So you just stand there and say, "Sure, let's go," or are you walking up to them?
I start to carefully walk up to them. I'm trying to decide who's gonna be taking over this body right this second. Is it gonna be Torrent?
Which personality?
Yeah. I was like, 'cause am I gonna be like skipping up to them and like hold my hand out? Oh fuck it, let's go. Okay, so I like skip up to them and I'm like, yeah, and I hold my hand out.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna go ahead and wait, no, actually, because it's her turn. Doi.
All right. So just the way D&D works, we're gonna go on to Jason or Alphonse, depending on who you want to be today.
I try and usher Sam and Sergeant Jameson in front of me and stick in the back and watching the elves the whole time while I try and push them towards Torrent that skipped all the way up to the guests.
I will allow
bitch.
them to do an opposing strength check if they want to oppose you.
I will.
Okay. So Jason, go ahead and roll a strength check because we know you're
Oh,
super good at that.
So strong.
Let's see.
Oh God, 15.
Oh, actually, that's not bad for you.
Hey, look at Big Boy flexing.
Shit.
Yeah,
I have a
boom.
-2 in strength.
Ooh,
I got a
Voker.
13.
He pushes you along.
Yeah, I got
Kraz.
a 9.
Yeah, you both get pushed up. You can't shove them 15 feet, but I'd say they move up 5 feet.
I'm not
Wow.
shoving. I'm coercing them to go in front of me.
Well, if
He's
they,
like-
You first. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You got one
I
eye.
would say you're able to push them for your action, the 5 feet in front of you. But if you want to move further, you're gonna have to keep pushing, and they're gonna be able to oppose
Okay.
you.
Hey, I do have you. I have powerful build. You count as one size larger when determining carry capacity and the weight you can push,
Are you
drag,
picking
or
them up?
lift.
Oh, you're okay.
You should just like
Push, drag, or lift.
Well, you definitely push them 5 feet. So we'll just leave it at that for now, because I don't want to force them forward. I think
Okay.
it should be on
Well, I'm
that.
not getting any closer until they move forward. So.
All right.
Well, that doesn't
Um,
sound good. Now I feel like I'm about to get killed.
Voker,
Oh yeah.
I'm a
Voker-
range fighter, damn it.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Fair.
Oh yes. The big guy needs to hide behind the little guy.
I'm powerful.
You mean the
Voker
big guy
slash
that
Sergeant Jameson, you're up.
All right, so seeing two of them come out, bowing and acknowledging that they know a way out, and asking for us to come with them. And I see Torrent go, so I'm going to follow suit and walk up about 5 feet in front of them, snap to attention, and then bow, and then walk next to Torrent to show that I'm coming with them.
All right. You hear thump, thump. And you look around, and Freya and Ara are both on the ground, unconscious.
Well, shit. Do I have to go get them?
yeah, you
Sam,
gotta
you're
pick
up.
'em up.
Use your big build thing or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you.
Powerful build. Well, I guess since I'm in the back of the group, I have to go get them. I look at the new guys and go, can I go get them?
Maybe on your turn. Kraz, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna walk towards. So I'm gonna like go ahead like that way. I'm gonna like probably about right behind where the other two are. But also, I want to ready an action.
Okay. What is
if they
what is
show
the trigger?
if they show hostility, I'm gonna have a shot. I'm gonna shock and grasp.
Okay. Which particular one?
Whichever one is closest.
That you can see?
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
God, there's like 50 more in the shadows.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
All right. Noted. The middle assassin looks at you all, and his smile gets wider, and he takes
Aw.
your hand, Shiny. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, as you feel something prick your skin.
Oh, motherfucker. Constitution. Saving throw.
Should be pretty good. You're a monk, so
I'm against being charmed. Does that help?
it is not a
Does that-
charm.
Fuck, that's gonna put
They're
me
not
to sleep.
wooing you. I'm sorry.
That was a date. That was a bad one, guys.
As you feel this pin prick, you feel a flush going through your veins, and you start feeling lightheaded, and you think to yourself, a nap sounds good right about now. And you just crumple, and they pick you up and put you on his shoulder. And he is
I don't
going
have to-
back stealth.
I don't have to walk.
Wait,
This
wait,
is even
wait,
better,
befo-
guys.
Before he
You don't
goes
even
back,
have to stay awake.
but before he goes back to stealth, can I do my ready to action?
Well, you did not see the hostility. All he did
Oh,
was grab,
shit,
her,
that's
grab her
true.
hand. He was not outwardly hostile.
Oh.
For all you know, she just wanted to take a nap. You don't know this. Now, I will say, if it happens again to someone else, I will say that you realize it's hostile.
All right.
Still,
Well,
still,
technically, it's happened 3 times by now, but
But the first
Is
two
there-
was before he readied his action. That's the only issue. 'Cause I
is
kept
there a
that in mind.
chance that it wasn't hostile?
Is it hostile if you have consent?
You walked up
noticed-
and you handed him your hand. So
I wanted a whole hand.
she noticed it's all the girls first that fell unconscious.
It's Bill Cosby.
Roofied with
They're
That
taking you
shit.
to the brood horde.
he's not handing out pudding, guys.
roofied with consent.
Can anyone's passive perception beat a 23?
Yeah, I'm like 32. What?
Passive, you say?
Nobody
Yep.
beats a 23.
You're
that's,
out.
That's the highest I can get. So 23.
All right. Noted.
Your passive perception is a 23.
No, it's the
Oh,
highest you
oh
can
no,
roll.
no, no. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. You're talking about under senses, right?
Yep.
That's a 13. Never mind.
All right. So he has disappeared from your view as the next assassin nods his head, big smile at you, Jameson. I need a constitution save from you as he pats you on the shoulder.
Oh. They have little spiky thingies.
And I do know
Dirty.
you are immune to magical sleep, so I knew that.
Yes. Dirty 20.
Not enough. You also crumple. This poison's strong.
Holy.
Like, is it stronger than
shit.
23?
It's much stronger than a 23.
Oh,
Does
that's
a,
some bullshit.
Yeah.
all right, so does a dirty 22 hit?
Hit? Yes.
Dirty 22.
Who are you facing? Because one is
Uh.
now gone. So I guess the closest one you could see would be the one that just knocked him out.
Yeah. So 3.
All right. As you shock him, he grins at you quite widely and steps back into the shadow with a natural 20 plus 6, so 26 stealth.
Oh.
Torrent, you are asleep. Jason.
I'm having good dreams, though, right?
Who knows?
Sure.
Yeah.
Jason, what are you doing? You have only you and Sam still left as you look around, and Freya and Ara are both gone.
Well,
You dumb ass bitch. You had to throw an Eldritch Blast.
well, it's kind of what's inner monologue. What's going through my mind is either fight or flight at the moment, because there is only self-preservation at the moment.
Well, you started all this.
Oh,
That's
True, and now self-preservation too.
oh, you bitch.
Uh,
There's only
um,
2 ways through. You either go back through the crevice, or you go through the fungi forest.
Or I let them take me because
Whichever.
technically my friends are going with them wherever.
And just because we got poisoned to sleep, we don't know what their intentions really
Correct.
I okay. I kneel and put my hands behind my neck.
Okay. Okay. Noted.
It should have been out and been like, yes, daddy.
As you do, Jason, you hear behind you. Good boy. Roll a con save.
The yes, daddy would have been perfect.
Oh god. I go, oh boy.
Do you even resist? Because if you don't resist, you don't have to roll.
Well, my body might resist.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
true.
know.
Okay. But with a 16,
are.
no.
My body's saying yes.
Exactly. Your body's definitely saying yes to this. As you crumple, Sam, you look down and you see his body get dragged into shadow. You're the only one left standing.
Can we do this without the knockout poison? Like,
Are you saying this out loud?
yeah, I'm just like,
You can knock yourself out.
Can I just walk?
oh yeah, I'm just like, can we just do this without knocking me out? Can I just walk?
Yes, but you have to say daddy.
You have to say daddy the whole way. Yes, daddy.
You hear no response. Do you want to do anything else?
Is there one of them near me
You don't know.
that I can see?
They've all
Okay,
disappeared.
not that I can see. Okay. I'm very much just like, all right, I just do nothing. Actually, no, I go ahead and I quickly grab my my homunculus and throw it in my bag.
I was going to assume that you did that before you accepted anything, just because I wouldn't want to leave it behind. So,
Yeah.
all right. As you
I just
do,
like get
you,
this over with.
yeah, you just sit down, and you just feel your body go limp. Your dreams. You've had weird ones before. Ones of your new life or maybe past life. You're not really sure. Things are getting confused as old memories and new memories that are actually old memories are intertwining. And parts of your old life start shifting into your new life. Some memories overtaking others. Some battling within yourself. You lose pieces of who you were. Start feeling stronger with who you are. Pieces of your old life becoming faint, almost minuscule, where you have to focus pretty hard to catch it. And even then, it's just like an old familiar smell, and you just can't place. I need you all to roll constitution checks.
Checks.
Yep, checks, not saves.
16.
Okay.
15.
What? Oh, 18 plus 2. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Dirty 20, 18
All right.
plus 2.
Jason and Shiny. You both kind of open your eyes after an unknown amount of time, and you look around, and you see Sam and Jameson and Ara and Freya is still laying on the ground, but looking around, you see other faces, and then you see bars. You're both feeling pretty weak still, but you're kind of fighting against yourself, trying to realize who you really are, and this entanglement of memories that you've been having, as well as the dreams intermixing, and you're just kind of out of it still. And you see outside of the bars a dark-skinned elf peer through. Ah. Some of you have woken. You were trespassing. So we took it upon ourselves to show you some leniency. In 20 to 50 years, you'll be able to be set free after you work off your debt to us. Stay a while, won't you? And she smiles widely, and you see these razor-sharp teeth.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
And she looks at you again, and she nods. And as she nods, you both feel this overwhelming pressure on your head, in your heads. Both of you roll Constitution saves. However, Shiny, you are an elf.
Half elf. No,
Half.
wood elf. Yes.
So I believe you are immune to magic sleep.
Oh, that's a
Tw-
very good question.
21.
Look under defenses. If it says it under defenses next to your armor class number, then you
Yep,
are.
she is immune to magical sleep. So you do feel this pressure, and in the back of your mind, you hear sleep. Jason, what'd you roll?
21.
21 is not enough, and you slump back over. Shiny, you see him slump back over asleep, and you see everyone else in this jail cell slump over asleep as well. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna pretend like I slump over asleep as well. And I have a
Okay.
question. Was that considered a long rest?
Technically, Good
Were
point.
you restful?
yes. All of
He
you
said
get a
I had
long
good
rest.
dreams.
Yes.
We
He said
got
I
a
had
long
good dreams.
rest.
All of you got a long rest. And I'm going to go ahead
Okay.
and mark those for Ara and Freya's characters for them.
She was just waiting for a good night's sleep
She
on
was.
an elf shoulder.
I specifically asked if I had good dreams. Okay, guys.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even know how long you were out, so definitely a long rest. We'll put it that
Okay.
way.
Okay, so I kind of like paid attention to how the ones around me were going, and I kind of like, just kind of like, fall asleep.
As you
Quote, unquote.
fake asleep, you hear a tumbling, like metal on metal, and you hear what you can assume to be the prison door. And then you hear almost like a body being dragged out. You're unsure who. Do you want to try to open your eyes?
I want to squint very quietly.
Very
Squint
quiet. Like you can do it loudly. I want to hear a loud squint.
Okay.
Don't worry, she's a loud squinter.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll stealth because I want to see if you just full on open your eyes or if
And
you
then
actually do squint.
squint.
Yeah.
I specifically said I didn't want to open my eyes. I said I squinted quietly.
Yeah,
Should
yeah.
cover both faces.
How do you
I heard.
do it? Do you slowly open your eyes or do you open wide then squint?
One eye flutters, and I'm like, like that.
What-
Let's see.
Yeah.
So you said stealth.
Yep.
Oh, this is some bullshit, guys. Oh, okay, that's not bad. 18.
18. Okay. As you squint, you see someone you're unfamiliar with. You've never seen whoever's being dragged out before. They're not quite in rags, but their clothes are very disheveled, very filthy. And as it's being dragged out, the door shuts again. You see the keys lock the door, and you see a guard smile at you and wink and walk away.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he winked. Maybe I'll take me for coffee.
Maybe he already did.
Oh, that's a good point, sir.
Maybe he gave you some pudding.
Maybe you're the snack in the
Oh.
cannibal kind of way.
I am definitely the snack in all the ways.
Oh.
Noted.
Let's see.
She
No,
wants to be
I'm
a
just
turkey
lying.
leg.
Oh, no, I heard.
Please don't eat me. Okay, so I want to. So he walked away, right?
He did.
Was he the one that was dragging the body,
He was not.
or was it another one? Okay. I want to.
That's a good point though. When you were squinting, you saw 4 guards as well as the woman you saw originally with the sharp teeth.
Okay. The one that winked at me, was it the one that I held hands with?
Make a history check.
That'd be a very interesting. The assassin's the bodyguard too, or the jailer.
What did you say you needed? me
Make
to
a
do?
history check. Let's see if you can
okay.
remember what he looks like.
I remember you from the coffee shop.
I remember.
A history check? Oh, can it be something else?
Nope.
Yeah, like history. Yeah.
Oh,
You got a history with him or not?
guys, I got a 17 with a -1.
Nice. Thinking back, you're still kind of fighting through the memory fog. But the one that winked at you definitely is not the same that winked at you. Or that you held hands with. They're not the same person.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So I want to, while I'm still squinting, I want to roll perception to see if I can find any others that might be hiding or in the corners or the shadows or anything like that.
Are you looking for just anyone, or are you looking for guards?
I'm looking for. Might need to make 2 rolls on this. I want to see if there's any guards.
Okay.
Or any of the dark elves. Any dark
Okay.
elves. Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
So perception. Oh, damn, 25.
In the jail cell, you do see a finely dressed dark elf
In the jail cell.
in the jail cell, and he looks to be asleep.
But he's not asleep.
You don't know.
I don't think he's asleep. Okay.
But you also see Sam, Sergeant Jameson, and Jason laying around, as well as 2 others that you're not sure exactly what they are.
Do I see Mia and Crystal?
You do, yes.
Okay. All right. So I do a quick body count. I notice the dark elf in the corner. I notice the 2 that I don't know, and then I like pat down to make sure I'm okay. And I'm like, all right. So I'm gonna slowly sit up.
Okay. You notice
And-
all of your weapons are gone.
Shit.
Basically everything but what you were wearing is gone.
Well, I'm a monk, so the only important thing that I had was my whip, my silver whip.
It is not with you.
The other ones are gonna have some rough time on this.
Point of reference, all of you have no armor on currently.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We had armor on before.
Yeah.
You're supposed to.
He was just
Brandon's
he was just in fine clothes. I got a D.
I'm pretty sure you had. Yeah, Rogue has light
I'm
armor.
Did
I'm
he
just
ever
gonna-
equip it?
Yeah,
He's
leather.
been fighting this.
Yeah, you've been wearing leather the whole time. You're fine.
I'm just gonna unequip
Yeah.
mine then.
Okay, so. Okay, so who is right beside me?
No one is right beside you.
The
It is
air.
quite a large jail cell. You are all pretty evenly spaced out.
Okay. So, do I want to beat the shit out of one of y'all to try to wake y'all up, or do I want to go over? Or do I
Is
want
there
to
a poster in the wall?
Oh, that's a good question.
Does any of us look like any of them?
I'm sure there's body doubles in there for me. I'm sure. Sure. of it.
Okay, so I'm going to.
They took my Gunstock War Club.
What else in the cell do I see, other than the 2 that I don't know and
From your
Short
perspective
drifts,
right
elves.
now, unless you're getting up to move around, you're pretty limited on what you can see.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit up.
All right. As you sit up, you hear a psst, lay back down. They're going to be here any second.
I lay back down.
Does she squint loudly?
I'm guessing that I know who it came from, so I'm gonna
do
whisper
not.
back. Huh?
You do not. The voice is
don't.
Andy's
unfamiliar
coming.
to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna be
Andy's
like,
coming.
I'm gonna be like, who are they? Quietly, but loudly
How-
enough for him to hear.
Okay, hold on.
So-
Quietly but loudly.
Is
need
that like
to-
squinting loudly?
Yeah. How loudly are you saying this versus quietly?
I'm going to match the guy that told me to lay back down's tone.
Okay. Okay.
I got this. I had a whole bunch of sleep, guys, today. I'm so sorry.
You hear a, they're drow. Are you an idiot? Shut up. And all of a sudden you
Wow.
hear footsteps again.
Well, that was rude. I'm gonna close my eyes again.
She murmurs that. Rude.
That's quite rude.
Didn't even take me to coffee.
And you hear the footsteps, and you hear the same clinking sound in the door, and a as it opens. And this time you actually hear like a jump, like someone threw a body back in. And you hear it actually slam shut this time. I need Constitution checks from all of you, except for actually including you, Shiny, to see if you jump.
Check or save.
Check.
So we just heard it slam, right?
13.
No other
Or-
noise after it slammed.
You've not heard it yet until you see if you wake up from it.
Nat 20 plus 2.
You woke up from it.
13.
You did not.
I got a 6.
Then you did not. Shiny, you jump from the slam, and you open your eyes, and you see the same disheveled person that you saw before being dragged out. But this time, there are stripes of blood on the back of his clothes, like he was whipped and then thrown back in. And the guard, the one that winked at you,
He used
locks
to,
it
yeah.
back up. Don't worry. You're next. And walks off.
Oh my.
I'm awake now, right?
You are awake now.
I'm gonna yell after him and be like, "What's the safe?"
What's the safe word?
Pineapples.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on the guy that came in injured?
You can. As you
I'm-
go to cast Cure Wounds, nothing happens. You don't
Oh,
even feel the
no.
magic leaving your body.
Oh no.
Can I check on him and make sure he's okay?
You can. Go
With,
ahead and
like,
roll a medicine
medicine?
check for me. As you say what's the safe word out loud, the guard looks back over before you crawl over to this guy. And he says, "More, please." And he walks away.
I'm gonna wag my finger at him and I'm gonna be like,
He's gone.
"Hi, fellas." So he's setting me up. And then I'm gonna crawl over and check this guy. I rolled a 17 for medicine.
17. His breath is a
Breath.
little harsh, but his bleeding is very minute compared to what you would expect. It seems like whatever they did, the lashings, they at least healed him enough to not kill him.
They're either doing it for pain or they healed them or something.
But he's still a little out of breath. He's still unconscious, though.
Okay.
And you can try to wake up the others if you'd like to now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start trying to wake up the others, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna say out loud, I'm gonna be like, "Who are you?" to the person that told me to lay back down.
Out of the corner steps a gnome.
It's a gnome.
And
Is his
he
name Norm?
he is very dark complected, but it's not the same kind of darkness as the drow. It is more like almost midnight black, while the drow are more of purple. And he bows to you and he says, I'm a prisoner just like you, but maybe you shouldn't be so aggressive towards him.
Aggressive?
Aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
you kind of like, you made him wink at you, which made me think that you did something to make him wink at you, and like now you're a target. No, I stay hidden in the shadows because I know that they're gonna come after me if I try something. So just stay hidden if you can, but not near me. Okay?
Sure.
Do
I'll
do
try.
do they normally wink at people that they go after next?
I don't know. I try to close my eyes.
Yeah.
While Shiny is trying to wake the others, I kneel and face him and go, "What's your name?"
Ah! You're really big. Frank?
Frank.
Yeah.
Got a last name?
Weenie?
Weenie.
This makes so
I
much
think I heard of you before.
Maybe. Have you ever been under?
the sea.
Under what? These nuts?
Oh no!
He looks you up and down. That's about right. You're kind of tall. I'm just gonna assume that you don't know what the under is.
No idea.
Oh, then you don't know me. I'm gonna go back to hiding. Can you walk away, please?
I scoot backwards.
Thanks. And
On
you
my
just
knees.
see him almost dissolve back into the wall. He is out of your purview.
I'm gonna say out loud as I'm waking the others. Do you know how to get out of here?
No response from them. However, are you just waking up your crew, or are you waking up the two others that are on the ground?
I'm gonna wake up.
Well,
my
actually, I
crew
guess
and-
there's three now. But
Can I whisper to Shiny right next to her ear? The guards are still there.
No, wait, they walked away.
All of them?
No, that's a good point. Okay, I'm gonna wake up everybody. I'm gonna wake up my crew first, and then the other
Okay.
three.
so Sam and Jameson, it does take a little bit of time, but you're able to wake up. If you want, go ahead and actually both of you roll con save, just to see if you guys wake up at a drastically different times. Or I'm sorry, con check, not a save.
Oh, con check.
That's my bad.
Do we still have our bags, or do they take everything or just
is
the
gone
weapons?
except for.
I was gonna use my fungal claw. Damn it!
18.
Both of you do
got-
wake up. I saw you got a 21. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys wake up pretty easily. I'm gonna just assume Freya and Ara wake up pretty easily too. And you guys look around and you see the same things. And you see Shiny as you walk up to the guy in rags and you start shaking him. He kind of jumps, and you see his full face now. He too is a goblin, but he is a different color than Kraz. He's more of a golden goblin. Not rich gold, but dirty gold.
Okay.
What happened?
I don't know. I was hoping that y'all would know something. We had a shadow follow us, and then some elves stepped out and asked us to follow them. And then the next thing I know, we're all waking up in here.
Saying we're being that we were trespassing.
How long have you been down here? Do you know what day it is?
No, no idea.
3rd of February.
What's February?
It's February. Don't you know what February is?
No.
Well, it's February.
Shit, I've been down here
Yes.
longer than I thought. He looks around and he is visibly confused. He starts looking down and he looks at his hands, not really even noticing. He's just so engrossed. And he's like, what happened to me? And he's looking around. He has no idea what's happening right now.
looked at his hands.
Mhm.
Did you not always look like this?
Look like what?
Well, you looked at your hands.
Golden.
Asked
No.
what happened.
No. I mean, humans usually aren't gold.
You're a goblin.
Goblin? He looks over and he
Yeah.
sees you, and his eyes, granted now goblin eyes, just grow wide, and he starts backpedaling up against the bars, and he starts yelling, "Guard! Guard! There's a goblin in here!"
Shut up.
So
I-
wait, you said you're human, but you don't know what February is?
Okay, remember we're from a different plane. They could have a different timekeeping,
Oh.
setup.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Oh, true.
We're now thinking, at least from my perspective, that he is like us.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but he didn't know what
Oh.
February was, so
Yeah.
I mean, my thought process is I've been a goblin for like a few weeks. I think I'm on a different plane.
I don't know what February is, but you guys are friends with a goblin?
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, like literally just like stand
Eh.
right next to me. We're the same height.
like a acquaintance, if anything. But yeah, he travels, follows us.
Like seriously.
So what planet are you from?
Omicron Persei 8.
This one?
Or what is this planet called?
Earth?
What universe?
What do you mean
Ooh,
universe?
He could be from Earth, but he could be from a different time. If he was brought here
What was the last date
before-
that you know?
Multiverse. He doesn't know February. That's been around for a while.
Well, yeah, but we need to ask his dates. What was the last date that you remember?
1640?
See? Okay.
Okay.
Is that the
so-
year, the day, the month?
post-
Are we talking about Julian calendar?
Post-apocalypse.
Post-apocalypse.
Oh,
So that's 1640 PA.
Yeah?
No, see, we're from like 2020, 2021 AD.
AD.
Oh.
So yeah.
What's AD?
After death.
No, it's
Who-
Anno
who
Domini,
died?
the year of our Lord. It's Anno Domini. It's Latin, man.
What's Latin?
Okay, so clearly he's not from the same place we're from. So trying to use the same.
Why am I gold? Why does my voice sound like this?
You get used to it, man.
He kind of stands up, and that's when he notices you're the same height.
Yeah.
What? You're really tall for a goblin.
No. Look around us. That's an elf. She's short. That's an elf. He's short. He's
Wait.
just fucking big.
Actually, I am a standard size elf, if I remember correctly.
I think you are too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm 5'10".
No.
Am I a goblin?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And he starts feeling his face and his elongated nose. What happened? And he looks around. Oh shit.
so I'm gonna guess that he didn't die in a bus accident.
What's a bus?
What were you doing last before you woke up here?
I was with my friend. We were fishing. We went above.
You went above? What do you mean you went above?
Above where there's sky.
Like you were flying?
No.
No. I
No, he
feel
means
like.
that he was in the ground and he went up above to go fishing. Like,
Yeah.
And
he
then
was-
If we're in the underground, then they went to a normal
you-
ground
the surface.
and then went fishing.
So you normally stay underground.
yeah, but food is scarce, so we have to go above sometimes. It hurts. It hurts our eyes, but we got to do it. And last thing I remember, my friends was just wrestling around on the boat, and I fell in. And here I am.
Did you see a guy in a hockey mask?
What's hockey?
so he is able to speak and we can understand him.
Mhm.
And
He is
it's
speaking in common.
after.
It's post-apocalyptic. It's the time he's from.
Okay. So
But-
my thought process.
So Death Jr. been fucking around again, eh? He about to find out. That's what happened.
But I'm pretty sure there's a chance that it's a different universe because it's
No, I bet it happened way after our time.
Oh, that's possible.
it would be AD.
Well, there's multiple possibilities, basically.
yeah. The way the current timeline is running, roughly, we're AD now. The next would be post-apocalyptic. Then it'll be after Earth, AE, roughly.
Well,
Theoretically, yeah.
Are you saying all this out loud, or is this
Uh,
internal?
Yeah. Well, I was
He won't understand what we're saying anyways. So.
I'm discussing it to my team because
Okay.
they might catch on.
I was
since
just
we're
making
from
sure,
the same
'cause
Earth.
If you're saying it out loud, he may pick up pieces.
Yeah,
But
well,
I just
he's
didn't know.
next to us, so we're talking to him. He's next to us. He would be able to hear me talk, but I'm talking directly to.
I just
them.
didn't know if you
That's
guys were
it.
talking out of character.
got ya.
Oh,
All right,
no,
all right,
I was
all right.
talking in character.
We're just trying to figure out his backstory, I guess.
So I think
So.
I think we figured this out.
Why?
Okay.
Now we just need to figure out how to get out of this place or get forgiveness
I want
at the
to.
very least.
I want to look around and see if there's any more guards listening in.
Roll perception.
23.
It's pretty good. Looking around, you don't see any guards, but you do see shadows that move ever so slightly. But you're not sure what's in them.
Okay.
While she's looking around, can I investigate the bars to see if there's any weak point or check the mechanism to see if it's how complicated it is?
Sure. Roll investigation.
While
I'm-
he's go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
While he's doing that, I was going to ask them what caused the population on his planet.
So good. 6. Oh yeah.
They're metal. He looks at you.
What
and-
type of metal? Would I be able to tell that?
No.
No, you got a
especially not the
6.
6. He looks at you, Jameson, and he says, I mean, rumors were that a meteor came, but I also heard that people called scientists caused some kind of mass destructive event.
ELE.
And supposedly, humans used to live above ground all the time.
Okay, so
So it was a extinction level event. Was there big metal creatures?
I don't know. That was
You ever
1,600
heard
years
that?
ago.
okay, so get this. We think that we're in a different plane of existence from Earth. And from what it sounds like, you're like from way in our future. Literally, we are thousands of years before your time.
Okay. Math's not really my strong suit.
We're from before post-apocalypse.
Oh.
I whispered to Torrent. Now we know why he's a goblin.
I have big ears,
And I
you
just
dick.
Can I roll my perception on that?
Yeah.
But Sam's smart and he's a goblin.
Hey, he hasn't proved that yet.
That's true.
That's fair. That's
He's
fair.
been pushing buttons.
I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I made a little helper robot.
Was there any
That's like
teachings of your
5
time
inches
before?
tall.
Yeah, I want to see you make a 5-inch tall robot.
What were you saying,
Do it.
Jameson?
I'm asking if there was any teachings of his time before, like
Ah.
history.
A lot of the histories was like just like kind of verbal. Apparently there were these
Stories.
things called books at one time. But I've never seen one. I heard they have pictures in them though.
Yeah.
Went back to vocal retelling.
But from what I can remember, and he kind of like scratches his head with one arm and butt with the other. Like so the rumors were like a giant space rock, like they called him a meteor, hit Earth, and then caused like a cloud of dust to cover, and then ice came. But I don't know how that's true, because like ice everybody knows comes from water, and I was on a boat. So I don't think that's true. And he's like, he kind of scrunches his face a little bit and he goes, and then the scientists things, I guess they were people too. But like, I guess they were supposed to make something called a it's like a big bug, and it eats people. But if that was true, like, why would I still be human? But, and he looks back at himself, but maybe that is true. Where am I?
We don't know.
Atlantis.
Okay. So rule number 1: the big guy over there, never listen to him. He's an idiot.
Oh, okay.
Can
So,
I?
So like, and he
Thumb-
points over to you, Jason. He goes, so like, you're the boss.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the
He's
big
just
guy.
a follower. You
Yeah.
know. You
What
know.
do y'all drink? What's your drink of choice?
Water.
Yeah.
No, not you, Jason.
Water.
You don't drink anything with like electrolytes, what your body needs and
What?
craves.
What are electromites?
Okay, never mind then. I thought we were going idiocy for a second.
Why would you drink electric water?
What's electric?
Oh.
Oh my God, there's 2 of them.
Okay. so I just look at everybody and like snicker and walk over to the next guy to wake him up.
So there was a guy. It was a dark elf. You said that was sharply dressed.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So, do we share the same body compositions and like the shapes of our heads and bodies and ears and all that stuff? Because I'm a dark
Mostly.
elf also.
If you walk over to him, you'd be able to kind of see him better. Right now, he's kind of
Oh.
like scrunched together. All you can really see is his ears.
All right, and you said that some of the previous owners' memories are mixing in with ours.
Mm-hmm.
Would I recognize him or maybe possibly know him at all?
You would not.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over to him and just kind of he's leaning up against the wall, like hiding.
No, you're thinking of the gnome. The gnome was
those-
leaning against the wall. The dark elf is still on the ground asleep, or
Okay.
seemingly asleep. You're not sure.
Well, Nina, you're about to wake up some other people, right?
Yeah, I was gonna head to him specifically.
Okay.
Uh-
Do you want to, or would you like me to try to wake him up since we look the same? As far as
She's an elf
unless-
too, though, but she's just shorter.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, never mind then.
I keep Frank entertained while they're doing their things.
Frank's back in the shadows.
Yeah, you're just like dancing in front of a shadow. 'Cause
Oh, we never learned the Golden Goblin's name, did we?
Yeah. So like, what's your name, man?
well, I don't know what my name's supposed to be now that I'm a fucking goblin.
Just put Goblin in front of whatever name you are.
Oh, is that how shit works here?
No.
No,
it's
but it can
not.
work for you. It'll be
No.
fine.
I don't think that's right.
Say if your name was like Mike, it'd be like Goblin Mike.
Oh, I'm gonna kill
That
him.
doesn't sound right. I think you're the idiot. I know. But
No, you said I was the boss, and
yeah,
I agree with
the
you.
idiot. The idiot is always the boss because he's always one go in and die first.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's not my role. I'm not the first one to jump in all the time.
Oh, so you're
No. He's the bitch. He's the bitch.
So how
I-
do you know that the boss is the idiot's always the first one to go in?
Oh yeah, so I had a boss one time. He had to go chase down one of the monsters that live under, and like he didn't come back because he was an idiot. And then we found his head.
So what was your job?
I was a miner, not like a kid.
Goblin Miner. Gotcha. All right,
No.
moving on.
Well, maybe. I'm a goblin now. Oh my god.
What do the monsters look like?
Everything, man. The one that killed him, they have to walk on all fours, but like their head, there's like 3 of them. But one of them, The one on the right always is asleep until it's not. And if it wakes up, you're dead. The other two are just like there to eat, but that one's like super aggressive. Like he'll just attack anything.
Do you know what a dog is?
Oh yeah. That's usually dinner.
Do they resemble any form of a dog at all the
No,
heads?
I mean the dogs we have, they're usually like have 7 legs and like 4 tails. They only have 1 head though.
That's fucked up.
This is weird. This is very interesting, though.
All right.
We
I'm
still
gonna-
didn't learn his name other than the
I know, 'cause
proclaimed name I
He
gave
is
him.
so confused at the moment right now that he's a goblin. He thinks everything has changed for him.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm
First
gonna
things
hunker
first.
down in front of him, and I'm gonna be like, "What is your name?"
Like was it before or now?
Yes.
Whatever
yes,
name you want to
before.
go by.
Shut up,
Before.
Jason.
Before.
Oh, if we're going by whatever I want to go by. Oh,
No, no,
well, I
no.
Remember,
well-
we don't listen to him.
What was it before?
Oh, like when I was in the under,
Yeah.
people usually called me stupid.
Oh, okay. But you
Goblin
weren't.
stupid.
But you weren't boss.
No, it's
No.
Stupid Goblin.
No, I was not boss. I was not idiot.
Okay. So what do you want to be called now?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So when I was a miner, like a kid, not like a miner like rocks, right? I wanted to be okay. It's a super special name, so you like can't spread it around. Ready?
Okay. Well, then how are we gonna call you it if you
You-
don't want people to know it?
Oh, that's a good question too. Maybe I shouldn't use it.
It's gonorrhea. It's
No,
syphilis.
what's gonorrhea?
Nothing. Nothing. Ignore it.
Oh,
Me, I'm a Ghana Mia.
I guess
I walk away.
Okay, so I could explain gonorrhea to you, but it's like it involves the science that was lost with your apocalypse.
And it
Oh.
spreads.
Oh, like peanut butter?
Sure.
I give Jason a high five.
Crunchy peanut butter.
I
Oh.
don't see it because I'm walking away.
And you just smack his ass.
Good game.
Yeah. He looks over at you, Shiny, and he says, "Well, if you want to call me anything, I guess you can call me Nochi. That's what my mom called me.
Nochi?
Nochi.
Goblin Nochi.
No.
Don't she?
I
Just
wasn't-
Nochi.
Nochi.
Okay. All right, Nochi. Help me wake up this other guy.
What? There's that one? And he points
Yeah.
over to the dark elf.
Sharp-dressed elf.
No, I think Jameson, will you wake up him? I'm gonna get the other guy that's right beside.
Okay, yes, I'll wake up the sharp-dressed elf.
All right. You go to your hand's about to hover over him, and he opens his eyes and looks at you. Are they
And
going?
I
Okay.
look at him and say, I knew you were awake. Just wanted to see how long it would take.
He looks around. Just act like you woke me up, okay? And he kind of sits
Right.
up and goes, "Oh, what happened?"
Are you guys,
He's awake.
I was like, we were all put asleep, and we're all just now waking up and stuff like that, and figuring out what's going on.
Oh,
What's the last thing you remember?
getting put to sleep.
What were you doing before that?
I've been here a while.
Well, you from here? You from one of the Dark Elves tribes, or
That's a long story. A long story. I mean, if you want me to get into it, I can.
do you have a synopsis, like a short
Yeah.
summary?
So,
Got pin notes.
essentially, I was a lord of a region, and we were overthrown by these guys, and they didn't like my attitude, so they threw me in here, and I've been in here ever since.
So, do you know why the other guy has been beaten?
Yeah, so they've done that to me a few times, but like they always sew up my clothes after, which is kind of weird. I don't really get it, but like they're looking for somebody, and they think that one of us know.
Who are they looking for?
Some guy named, what was it?
Frank.
No, Frank's at Frank's that douchebag over there. It's hard to say in my tongue, but Agnaroth, something like that. It's hard to. It's how like they stumble sometimes too.
Agnaroth.
Is that? Do you know if that's like a nickname, a title, or the actual name?
I've only caught pieces, and it's always the priestess that's asking. So like, I don't know if that's related to her somehow or what she does.
Could be a god.
Maybe. They never really like dig into it. They just keep yelling, just asking if we know them, if or her. I don't know.
By any chance, do you know me? Do I look familiar to you?
He looks you up and down. Not really.
Well, a part of me's from here, but a part of me's not. It's a little mixed and jumbled. So trying to piece everything together.
Okay.
And we look the same, so I figure you might know something.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of like stuff on your face.
Yeah, part of my new memories that I got since I woken up. I used to be a part of groups, and this was like my identity in that group. I don't know why, but different groups I was in, like
Did you travel a
teams
lot?
and stuff like that. Yeah, I traveled a lot. Never really stayed in the same place much. I traveled with a group of people, then I ended up switching to another group of people, but it's still all kind of fuzzy.
So,
You
like,
know, I always did think you were a clown.
how did you guys meet?
We
So
woke up
we-
in a pile of dead bodies.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shit. Like, that's weird.
We got out of there though. We're good.
I mean, obviously, you're here.
Oh, that was after Death accidentally killed us all whenever we weren't supposed to die, and he gave us new bodies.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We're not even originally from here. We were
Yeah.
in a whole nother world, nothing like this,
Really?
on a box, a moving box with seats, and it blew up, and then we ended up in this world.
It was a giant character mass transport.
Interesting. So, like, do you know this Agnaroth?
No.
First time I'm hearing this, why we're trying to figure out if you know if it's a nickname, a person, a god,
I
a
don't
group,
know.
guy, girl,
I mean,
unknown.
if you knew,
It.
maybe I could like try to get us out of here. Like, you feed them info, and then like try to wager because drow to drow. But
We
if
could
you
just
don't
say they're
know-
from Kansas, guys.
Well, what about those two over there? And he points to Freya and Ara. Like, they're being pretty quiet. Do they know anything?
No, they don't.
No.
One just likes to poke butts. That's all I know.
Yeah, one likes to stick her finger in any hole that she can find.
I'd be
And-
wary.
And
He
the other one likes
He
to
adjusts
slash
his
people.
pants a bit. He sits a little straighter. All right. Cool. Well, fuck. My only advice is, if you know something, just fucking say it.
We don't, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh,
for you
no.
guys.
See, they think that we're gonna hide the information, even though we don't know the information, and they're gonna whip the shit out of us.
Yeah, it sucks. But they won't kill you. They need us.
So what else do they need us for besides continue to question us on something that we could or could not know?
I
So-
think they just get off their jollies by doing BDSM.
They,
Is there anything else that they do with the people here?
Yeah. So there's this weird thing they do where they bring us down to the spider pits and they make us clean up the webs, and it's kind of creepy. But like, if they're there, the spiders don't attack us, but sometimes like someone tries to run off and the spiders immediately attack. But as long as you stay in like where the drow are, and for some reason they know I'm not like one of them because I've tried. But like, we got to pick up the dead bodies, and they're all like desiccated and shit. And like, one time I picked one up and its head just fell off. It was super gross.
Did you take the
Ugh.
teeth by any chance?
No.
Okay.
He looks
Pulls
at
out
you
a
strangely.
jar. Oh, he doesn't have his jar of tea.
Oh.
He's lost his toys.
Which means I technically lost something else too.
You did.
That people didn't know I had.
You have lost
There's-
everything that was in your, basically anything that was in your pockets, your armor, and all your weapons, and in your backpacks. Now, if you're hiding something up the, maybe a
There's
little
a
different.
wallet.
Nobody
What?
thought about a prison pocket.
Squat and cough.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck I hide up there.
He looks at you, goes, well, as enlightening as this is, I kind of need to use the pot, and then he's like, all right, bye, and he walks over and like, there's a few chamber pots laying around, and he drops his drawers, and he just squats over and does his business.
I stare uncomfortably at him.
Did I get the other guy woke up?
While this was happening, yes. And he looked down, Shiny, and you're not sure, even with the new memories, you're not really sure what this is. It is very much hyena-like, but fully humanoid. Very long fur, very sharp teeth, but like the claws are retractable. Like you can see some of them are out on one hand, the others not so much. So you can kind of just assume they're retractable. And he's a little harder to wake up, but you are eventually able to wake him up. He's, who are you?
Oh, I'm asked myself that every morning.
And-
You can
okay.
call me Torrent.
All right.
Who are you?
Guys.
Torrent. Wait. He kind of rubs his eyes. Holy shit.
Hey, oh, we learning something?
What the fuck are you doing down here?
I take it you know me.
Well, I've been to many of your matches.
Matches. She's a professional. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Huh.
Did you enjoy them?
Well, yeah, I won a lot of money until I didn't, which is why I'm here.
So you're here because
Of
gonna
you.
pay a bet
No, bet,
because of me.
yeah. So I bet I bet like that you would win, right? I put all my money on it, including some I didn't actually have, and
Oh.
you never showed up.
Yeah.
Huh.
I woke up in the middle of a war zone with a whole bunch of dead bodies.
Why were you in a fucking war zone?
No idea.
We don't know. All right, so I'm going to tell you the same thing we've told everyone else. We actually aren't from this world. We're just other people from another world who died, and then the Grim Reaper panicked and shoved us into dead bodies he found in a war zone.
So I'm gonna
He
look
blinks
at Sam
at you
and
stupidly, like, okay, buddy.
I'm gonna look at Sam and be like, "Wait, just
I-
calm down on the."
Maybe we just kept up to ourselves or something.
Eh.
I mean,
So I'm gonna reach down and help him up, and I'm gonna ask him his name.
I need a strength check from you if you're gonna try to
Oh.
pull him up.
Jesus, right?
He
He's
is
a lot
a-
bigger than me.
Big guy.
Hey, she's done it before. She can do it again.
We'll see.
She pulled me out of those dead bodies.
True.
That is true. We shall see.
Ooh, 21.
Yeah, pretty good. As you lift him up, like you just grab, like your whole hand wraps around one of his fingers as you pull him up, and he stands taller than Jason.
Nice.
Ooh.
And
right.
he looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, you really are her, aren't you? I mean, it kind of sucks that you didn't show up, but if you were in the middle of a battlefield, I guess I can't really fault you for that."
Well, I'm sorry that you're here because of that.
Well, you know.
Let's try to figure out how to get out of here, though.
So yeah, I've been down here a bit. For some reason, they don't ever take me out, like out of the cell.
Oh, I bet they don't. How'd they get you down here?
Oh, well, see, that's a funny story, cause part of the bet is kind of embarrassing. I kind of bet some nobility I didn't actually have, and so not only they came after me, and I kind of got knocked out. I woke up a few times, but it was like I was on the back of a wagon, and then all of a sudden, next time I woke up, I was in here. And apparently, I have 150 years to work off. I don't know. It's fucking weird. But they don't even let me down to clean out the spider pits. So how am I supposed
So
to work
what-
this off?
So they don't have you do anything.
No. It's kind of boring, to be honest.
What was the ability or whatever you said that you were capable of doing that you couldn't produce or do?
What did you bet and couldn't produce?
Oh, yeah, the nobility title.
Yeah.
I kind of told him I was a Dutch.
Well, I mean,
And I was supposed to give them lordships.
oh.
That could be a stinker. Yeah.
Yeah. They weren't really very happy about that. I think they're just gonna let me die in here.
Well,
But with
Oh,
you
not-
here, you're quite spry. I've seen you in matches quite a bit, and like you go pop 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 shit, and maybe you can get us out of here. I don't know.
well, let's try. I'm wondering if the reason why they won't let you out is because this guy has fur all over him, right?
All over.
So I'm wondering if the reason why they don't let you out is because it's more difficult to get you to pass out with all of your fur. And
I think they have allergies.
really,
No, that was a joke.
I was wondering. I was like, because if so, we could probably use that too.
That was
But
cool,
question,
though,
question.
wouldn't
Can I do a history check?
it? Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, cool. Because I want to see if I can use my intense, stupid knowledge to see if I know what this guy actually is.
Okay.
Sounds like a saber tooth.
Well, I was thinking he was a knoll.
Well, oh yeah, I was gonna say where hyena or something.
It's called
Yeah.
a knoll, but I only got an 11.
Yeah, with 11, I mean, just back from your old days, but it's kind of fuzzy right now because your memories are kind of merging.
Yeah.
You would probably put the pieces together that he was a knoll, but you're not sure any aspects of it. You just remember the name with an 11. Maybe as things progress, you can remember more, but right now that's all
Yeah.
coming to you.
Hey,
Okay.
what kind of creature or race or thing are you? Like,
Uh,
I'm a dark elf, and he's a goblin.
yeah. So I'm a knoll.
Knoll. Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. All right. And what's your name?
Well, okay. You're gonna make fun of me for this.
I'm not gonna make fun of you.
My mom called me Beatrice.
Beatrice?
Yeah.
Eh,
Oh, I like that. Can I call you BB?
I mean,
Or B?
if you want to call me
Beat?
baby, that's cool.
Beat.
All right. Well, BB, we're gonna try to
No,
get
no.
the fuck out of here.
Baby.
Baby, you want me to call you baby?
Oh, is that what you said? Oh, it's
That
so
is
embarrassing.
not
now.
what I said.
And it's
oh.
like his fur just like, if it could turn red, it would. Like, but you just see it flushing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Aw.
Oh.
I'll call you babe, and we'll work with that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's just try to get the fuck out of here. We gotta see what's up with this guy.
I
The
checked the bars. They're made out of metal.
Well,
Yeah,
no
that's
shit,
pretty
Sherlock.
observant.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's awesome. Okay.
You're welcome, guys.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is that metal is hard. Is metal
Some-
No,
hard?
no, not
Some
all metal
metal.
hard.
Yeah, some metal
Okay,
is
yeah,
hard.
that,
Some
Yeah.
I
is
mean, yeah,
not.
that's true.
The golden goblin looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, gold's not hard. I mean, it's a soft metal."
You
If
know what?
you've
Yeah,
ever
you
seen
got me
Mercury,
there.
it's soft.
You got me there. Okay, you got me there.
Okay, so the guy that's laying on the floor that's passed the fuck out or that had been brought back in and beaten up,
Mm-hmm.
is he able to be woke up now? I want to check on him again.
Yeah, that was Nochi.
Oh, that was Nochi?
Goblin Blood miner.
Yeah, the goblin miner.
Oh, I thought there was.
So there was Nochi, Beatrice,
Frank.
Frank Weenie, and the Dark Drow that you never got his name.
I thought there was one more person laying down.
Oh,
When I did a body count when they dragged out, I saw
Our
They
two
were-
teammates.
right, and then 2 bodies on the ground that I didn't recognize, and then 1 drow propped up against the wall, and then
And-
No, the
the
gnome
other
and
guy-
Frank
against
was-
the gnome was against the wall.
He was hiding in the
Oh,
corner.
Okay, all right, okay, I misunderstood. Okay, well, in that case, oh fuck, I want to go over and check the metal bars.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Sure. What are you checking out?
I want to see if any of them are loose
Are they hard?
and if they're hard.
Okay. They are you like pushing on them, or are you just visually inspecting?
Knocking on them.
I'm going to act like that I'm looking around the outside room, and I'm just gonna slowly walk by and like kind of put my hands against them and try to like move them
Little
a little
tugs.
bit as I walk by. Yeah.
So point of reference, there are the entire jail cell is about 50 feet wide and like 30 feet deep. So that's a lot of bars to test.
So it's a square, bars all the way
Rectangle, but yeah. No, so the back wall is all rock.
around. Okay.
And then you
so
have
there's bars on
out.
3 sides.
Yeah.
That seems inefficient for somebody that lives underground.
I think it's bars on one side.
It's bars on
Okay.
3 sides. So the sides jutting out and then the whole front face. With 1 entrance.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up to Baby and be like, "So have you been able to figure out any way out of here?" Yet.
No. They always put me to sleep. I
He's
don't know what it
sleepy.
is, but like they hit hard.
Okay. How do they put you to sleep?
They kind of just look at me weird.
They give him the wiggly eyes. Woo!
Like they look in and like everybody passes out, and except for that one dude who always acts like he's out, but he's not.
Okay.
And then that guy in the corner, he's kind of a douchebag. I'm pretty sure he stays awake the whole time, but he never gets out of that fucking corner. Like, don't go over there. It's kind of stinky.
Okay. All right. I want to look at the bars and see if I notice any flaws, visual flaws.
Okay. Roll perception for me.
Yeah, fuck. That's 11.
No, they look pretty sturdy.
While she's looking around, can I go to one of the other walls and do what she said she was going to do and just lightly tug on all the bars on one side?
Sure. Which way are you tugging? Tugging me
Well,
towards you?
The first one was the front with the door, right? So
Uh-huh.
one of the side walls.
Okay. Are you pushing or are you pulling?
Just gentle tugs. Like I put my hand around it and just
Just
slightly yank.
Okay. Roll a strength check for me.
Strength check, so good. So good, 15.
You try a few bars, but they're pretty sturdy.
No tinks at all, like
No, not really. Not the ones you test. You would have to test every single one if you wanted to.
What about up? Like, what's the ceiling look like?
You look up, finally. Empty. It's open.
Do the
No
bars,
ceiling.
do the
So-
bars go all the way up?
How
Oh.
far?
If you were to guess, about 3 times the height of the knoll.
And the knoll's about what, like 7, 8 feet tall?
Yeah.
Is there any loose pebbles in here?
Oh yeah.
Like tiny it doesn't have to be that
Yeah.
big. Just tiny. Can I throw it up and see if it hits anything?
Yeah. Roll. I guess it'd be
Hey.
just a strength. I don't know.
Are you throwing straight up?
Yeah, just see if there's a roof because we don't
Right
really
now
see
you
a
don't
roof.
see. Yeah. Right now it's just darkness up there.
Yeah, so 4.
You toss it up and it hits you. You hit yourself in the face.
Okay. Hey, can somebody else try?
The knoll just shakes his head, grabs a rock, and just tosses it up. And as it does, you watch it go up, and all of a sudden you see
Disintegration
Like
field.
sparks or something?
whatever the rock has disappeared into a shower of dust. About
Disintegration field.
it was about 30 feet up. If you were to guess,
Antimatter field.
Okay, and the pots
Oh,
are
God.
just the pots. What about the floor?
made of rock.
Okay, and it's all solid, no like grates or anything like that.
Roll an investigation.
There's some
Yes.
urns with some poo in it.
While she's doing it, how far apart are the bars?
Probably about maybe 6 inches apart. They're pretty tight.
That was a natural 20, but it was minus
Minus
1.
one.
Does that count for anything?
Looking around, you do see divots in the ground, almost like if you were to throw water, they would collect and drain. And you follow that down to the rock wall, and you do see small drain holes, 3 of them across the 50-foot space, where it looks like they'll randomly will just throw a bunch of water in where you're probably supposed to dump your poo, and it just washes away.
How big are the holes?
Not very. About maybe a foot wide, 4 inches tall
Okay.
each.
So I'm gonna ask Beatrix if
Babe, you're gonna ask Babe.
yeah, I'm gonna ask Babe. How often do they take us out?
I don't know about you guys. They don't ever take me anywhere.
Right. How often
they-
do you see people leave?
They whip people once a day, usually. Sometimes, if we're lucky, every 2 days. Spider pits get cleaned out about. It's kind of hard to tell time, so we just go by the number of beatings we get, right? So, like every third
Yeah.
beating, they'll bring someone out to clean out the spider pit. Sometimes 2 people, never more than 3. The last couple people that came in, they're already gone. Don't really know what happened to them.
Probably like fed to the spiders, if I had to guess.
Yeah, probably. I heard that one dude said like they're pretty nasty.
People normally come back from that.
I mean, so I've been here. Let's see. If we assume a beating is one every 1.5 day on average, I've been here about 3 months. They've been taken down quite often. They throw down a bunch of water. I think they have a mage come in to wash away all the poo. We're supposed to just like pile it in the drains. They just throw a bunch of water in, and that's how we're supposed to bathe too. Yeah, I got this whole like fur thing going on back here. I really need to be brushed out pretty bad.
Okay, I got 2 plans. Can I speak to Shiny as quietly as I can, or maybe Jameson if he wants to join? Are we gonna try and force, or wait till 2 of us leave and then try and make an escape and break everybody else out?
Well, the problem is if we try to force when there's only like 2 or 3 of us out, that's 2 or 3 of us, and there's no guarantee that we would be able to make it back here to get everybody else out.
Also, we don't have anything.
Got fists. Yeah.
I do.
Technically, and I got magic, just not in this jail cell apparently, or maybe not everywhere, but I don't know.
Wait a second, I just thought of something. He said that they get a mage that comes in every few weeks or so, and the mage cleans up. Hey, whenever the mage comes in, do they like bring him into the jail cell, or do they keep him outside the jail cell?
Nah, he just like puts his hands through and water just comes out.
He puts his hands through.
Do we got weeks to wait for him to come?
Nah, it's
No.
not weeks. It's like every week.
So
Okay.
So
Do we got a week?
what you're telling me though? Actually, no. If I put my hand outside the jail cell, they'll probably like attack it.
And my other plan was, do you want me to toss some cantrip light pebbles out there so we can see outside the jail cell better?
We can't use magic. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, damn it. I throw it into the darkness. Whoosh, whoosh.
But
See if I get any owls.
If
But I'll-
if the mage is doing it, then that means whatever they have turns off
As
at
soon as you're
least
out of the
this week.
jail.
No, because he puts his hands through.
But he's not physically in here. His hands are the only thing in.
Right, but his hands would still be work. Like I
Nochi,
don't.
Nochi looks over at you, Shiny. He goes, "You're the boss. You're
Yeah,
smart.
yeah.
Like you're like a real boss. That's smart. Like
I thought bosses were stupid.
no, yeah, like bosses are idiots, but like bosses, the ones that send the bosses, they're
The
smart.
boss is boss.
Right, because like they're not the ones going in there first, right? So like the boss's boss is smart. You're that person, right? Like
What if the boss's boss is stupid?
and then Noel looks at him and goes, I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but you kind of have a point. Like he puts his hands through and he can use magic.
Right.
Can you do
but
magic right now?
We can't.
No.
Oh, that's why I said I was gonna try to put my hand out and see if I could cast magic, but they'd probably attack my hand.
I don't recommend putting your hand outside.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a good idea, but I have a feeling that
They'd probably turn it off.
right,
Yeah.
which I would assume is the force field that's above us, right? Because like that blew up the rock, so I'm guessing whatever that
It could be
is-
two
I-
different
I-
systems
I-
though too.
I'd say it'd be safer to rely on the fact they turn the magic off and then we use our magic than it would be to.
No, that's what I'm saying though. I'm saying it's probably connected. I look over to them and I'm like, when they come in, do they do anything special before the mage starts cleaning up?
No, not really. I mean, he kind of sits there and ponders for a second. No. I don't really hear anything special, and I got some pretty good ears. But it does make me wonder. The force field up top is magic,
Right,
and it
So I'm
works.
right.
There's
So,
a cutoff.
what if you have to get so high magic works?
That could be. Or it could be a force field that with inside of it, it's not able to use.
That's
Hey,
true.
Can one of y'all like jump and try to like use magic really quickly?
I was gonna see if Beatrice would be willing to like hold me up using his arms.
Oh, I mean that'll work too.
Because I was thinking like it's me and Jason that use spells, and I don't think he wants to pick up Jason.
That's true.
He is
Well,
he is quite strong, so he might
Well-
be able to, but that's up to you guys.
I could also just try and jump and throw a pebble with light on it too.
Yeah, but
I can light it from a distance. Do I have to touch it? I think I have to touch it for bonus
Yeah.
cantrip, don't I?
okay. So maybe you should grab a pebble and
He
jump.
can-
Well, I don't want to draw a lot of attention, and if it's just the floor that we're touching, can you just like jump just a little bit, Sam, and see if maybe that will make it to where you can use something?
Like the floor is nullifying us instead of just
Yeah.
the space
But
itself.
I kind of want to block Sam from vision too, and like Sam's the smallest, so if Sam tries to jump and gets a little bit off the ground, he ain't gonna be seen over our heads or anything like that.
The Knoll says, I got you. And he walks over to the far corner away from you guys and say, Guards, when are we going to get some fucking food in here?
Oh, now's your chance.
And
so-
you see, before you do, you see a couple guards start arguing with the Knoll. And you see him pull out a stick and put it through the bars, and he starts twitching quite aggressively. Now's your chance
Magic-
if you're going to do it.
All right, so
Magic stick.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna use one of my magical tinkering charges, and I'm just gonna have it. I'm just gonna like say into it, you know, like test 1 2,
Okay. You
and
don't-
does
you-
it work?
It does not work. No magic leaves your body.
Okay, so while he's distracted and he's trying that, I'm gonna grab like a pebble too, and not chunk, but like walk over to the bars, just kind of like try to toss it
Through the bars?
Yeah, and see
Okay.
if anything happens.
As you do, the pebbles just go through.
Okay.
Hey, Jason, real quick, try to grab a small pebble and hold it out on the other side of the cage and try to make it light up.
Light and unlight real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, I go far away from the other guards
Oh.
that I see.
Ooh, I'm gonna walk with him just in case.
All right. The guards. You see the knoll just drop to the ground, still twitching, and the guards withdraw their wand. As you stick your arm through, you feel almost like a massive electric shock go straight through your body, and you immediately jerk your arm back, not being able to hold your arm back out there anymore. You take 5 lightning damage.
Okay, so that
I
does
toss
mean
pebbles again.
It disintegrates against the bars.
That means that whenever the mage comes in, they turn off the force field.
correct, and that also means that whenever they reach through, they turn off the force field.
I don't
How
know.
do they
'cause
do it so quick then? Like, how do they signal, like, hey, I'm gonna stick my arm through real quick?
They're probably
Turn it on
enchanted
and
or
off.
something.
Do
It's possible.
are they wearing like matching wristlets or rings or anything like that?
You would need to wait till they come back to find out. To look.
Okay.
So
Okay.
somebody had detect magic, right?
I do, but it's a spell. I can't use it.
Have you tried?
I mean, I guess I could, but
It just nulls, right? If you can't use it.
oh, that's
so.
right. Technically, it's not the magic. Wait, yeah, I'd be sensing the presence of magic. I don't know if it'd be leaving my body. Yeah, you know what? I'll try casting detect magic.
As you do, nothing changes.
Does that count as one of my spell slots?
It does not.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna
I
go
was
over
saying they
to
take a
the
nap.
I'm gonna go over to the knoll and make sure that he's okay.
As you get close, you see where they struck him with whatever they were using. There are 2 burn marks in his flesh. But otherwise, I mean, his hair is kind of disarray, right? His fur. But he seems to be breathing normally, and he's like, oh, fuck. You guys better be worth this. And he kind of rolls over and sits up. Oh, that never gets easier.
I hope we are too. I'm gonna reach out a hand to help him up again.
And you just grab onto one of his fingers and help him back up.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna bring him back over to the rest of the group. Okay. So what we've learned: when they reach through, the magic turns off. When they remove themselves, the magic turns back on. Once a week, a wizard comes in and cleans, and while their arms are through, the magic works. So I'm guessing that it gets turned off as well.
That's probably when there's most security too. Whenever there's the wizards doing his
Well,
thing. That would be the most sense, at least, like security wise.
Not just that, Sam, did your magic work when you tried
No,
it?
not at all. Nothing.
So Sam's magic still didn't work when he tried it, even though the magic shield was off.
The,
So
no,
that's-
the wand that they were using was pulled out by the time he was able to test it.
It was
okay.
no. Whenever I was doing like the test, whenever I was doing the test.
Oh, when you
shot.
jumped,
jump.
yes, correct. Yeah, so when they were shocking him, his magic didn't work either. But whenever they pulled out the outside shields started back, because that's what I was
Popped back
thinking.
on.
Because your rocks came through while they were poking
Yeah.
through, right?
So it's like no magic, no matter what, but
There's a shield.
the shield goes up and down that while they're putting stuff through.
What
the thing
if?
is, they could have turned it off prior to putting it through. Because we can't see the shield.
Correct.
Another idea.
I'm almost positive also that when the wizard is here cleaning up, that it's because he's touching the ground on the outside. So if we could get up high enough, like we had originally said, I bet it could work. The problem is trying to get somebody up high enough without them coming in to beat any of us.
Well, even if we get somebody high, like how are we gonna cast spells down or at somebody from up there? Like,
I'll-
what spell are we gonna cast up there that's gonna make a difference?
Well, I mean, how many of y'all are casters? Because, like,
Three of us.
So Mia and Crystal are both casters. Sam's technically a caster, and Jason's a caster.
Mia doesn't have much, but like offense, but
Yeah, she's more utility. Crystal's offense.
and then me and Sam are both offense mostly.
I'm kind of offense utility.
so I mean, like, theoretically, y'all wouldn't need to be up higher.
What kind of magic are y'all wielding?
Warlock magic.
That's what it's listed as, warlock magic.
Oh, his magic would be necrotic, wouldn't it?
No, it depends what it is. Eldritch
depends
Blast
on the
is force, and then I have Frostbite, which is cold, and
Well,
Sacred
okay,
Flame, which is radiant.
Yep.
Hold
maybe
on, I'm
we're-
asking for a reason.
Yeah.
I want to try to do dancing lights because it's drow magic, just like they are.
Go right ahead.
Dancing lights.
Nothing happens.
Okay, so I was wondering maybe if because it's the same
Ooh,
type that they were,
I just
if it
thought
might
of
work.
something.
So if we can get somebody up high enough to throw acid on the bars,
If we can get both of our other casters, Sam and Ari, to do it at the same time, then it might be pretty effective. But it'd be hard to get them both up there at the same time.
how big is BB again?
7.
He's taller than me.
Yeah, it's 7
and
feet.
About
muscular.
7, 8, about 8, 9 feet tall. It sounds like.
I'm
Is-
6'4" or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like 7, 8
He's
feet.
like 7 to 8 feet.
So maybe one of y'all can pick up one and the other pick up another, like, at the same time and get some bars loose. And then when the wizard comes in to clean, we can pop the bars down and get out.
But presumably we're being watched right now. So how would I lift somebody up and then secretly cast acid on the bars?
I look at BB. I was like, do they ever leave?
My eyes aren't that good, so I'm not really sure. I do hear them. Like right now, I'm pretty sure there's no one there, but they could just not be moving.
Okay. So
We
you
can
have
ask the other elf who's always awake and who has dark vision.
the gnome.
The elf.
I mean, the gnome too.
The gnome
so.
too, but
I didn't
he
know
probably
had
doesn't
dark
have as
vision.
good. Yeah, he probably.
The
he
gnome will
might
probably
not
just
have
tell
as
us.
good.
Gnome will probably just tell us to fuck off and be quiet.
Leave me alone.
That's pretty fucking accurate, actually.
I got wieners in my pants. Leave me
Well-
alone.
Well, okay. So then we'll just ask the ones that's willing to actually work with us. So I turn to the other drow or the dark elf,
Mhm.
and I ask him. I was like, "Do they ever leave? Are they ever? Is there any time that there's not somebody watching?"
I don't think they're here right now. Looking out. It's pretty good, actually. I mean, I see some shadows, but it's around the corner. I think, honestly, they have, like, some kind of, like, almost dorm over there, and they do shifts or something, because really the only time I hear them is when they come in here, when we make some noise. When the mage comes to do cleanup duty, literally, or when they come to beat us. And then, like, every once in a while in the middle of the night, I'll hear some shuffling in there. I don't know if they're doing a shift change. I mean, that's kind of my assumption. But, I mean,
Okay.
we don't need a lot of sleep, so...
Next question is, do you happen to have an idea of when the mage will be in next to do cleanup?
He came about 3 beatings ago, so it should be in the next couple.
Okay.
Do you know who usually has the keys to the cell.
Typically, it's the guy that winks.
Of course it is. Okay.
So he winks at everybody.
Only if he likes you.
Okay, I can't. Well, first we need to test and see if we can do magic like you're saying, Shiny Torrent, and then I'm kind of forming a plan, but it depends on if we go full melee or if we have magic or not.
I feel like.
I think that you're one of the spellcasters, so like I don't think that there's going to be a way to get you up there depending on how far, like how high up.
Yeah, I'm talking about Sam and Ari because they're the most offensive, like
Yeah.
for what it is. But that only matters if it actually works or not. So
Okay. So I'm going to turn to Sam and be like, "Hey Sam,
Yo.
you ready to try to get a nosebleed?"
What?
she punches you in the face. We need a doctor. We need
No.
a doctor.
Climb up Jason in a completely non-sexual way. Wink.
You wouldn't be the first one climbing all over me.
If that doesn't work, can we try get help?
Let him fall and like, we need a doctor.
I'm just kind of looking. I'm like, okay.
Well, with that,
so
we will stop tonight's episode because next week we'll be back, hopefully with the full crew. And we'll be back Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be doing that until the first week of December, I believe. No, when do you leave?
It looks like the 12th would be the last guaranteed Monday
Gotcha.
I can do.
Okay, so at least the 12th, so it's a couple weeks. Get as much D&D as possible for Kevo before he leaves. So check us out then. Again, we'll be here Thursday for the Eldruma, and then back Monday, and then Thursday again. So we're going to have 2 sessions for 2 weeks straight, which would be super cool. Again, our website's back up, lifeoutlord.com. Check us out there. Working on some dice, and I'm also working on a comic. I'm actually drawing a comic myself and have a story written, so I'll be working on that probably after the first of the year, but I have plans for it. It is going to be D&D/fantasy related. More details for that coming soon. And I think that's it for the night. So, as always, have a good night, everybody. Be kind to each other. Do something nice for someone tomorrow. Love each other, but most importantly, love yourselves. Have a good night, and fuck cancer.
Fuck
Fuck
cancer.
cancer.